So we're back in school with more intensive Spanish groups here in Ibiza, and during the lesson, when it has been time to check homework, I've had many students coming up to me and telling me, Jaime, this week I just didn't find time to do homework. I had people visiting, lots of things to do at work, and I just couldn't find the time. And this seems to be like a very common problem with some of my students, finding studying time, especially if they're not used to studying or they haven't done it in a long time. So if you can relate to this, please continue watching, because I'm going to give you a few tips on how to not find time, but how to make time for learning a new language. You watching this video, I'm sure you're a very successful person at whatever you do, and I'm sure you have worked out the best routine that works for you to make sure that you crush it during the day. I'm sure you've worked out the best time to wake up, to have lunch, to eat, and to go to bed. But now we need to find time, we need to make time to squeeze this new goal, this new passion, learning a new language, right? The first step is to open up your diary. Whether if it's a digital or a hard copy, open your diary and really see where your guts are, and commit by writing down right now when is the best time to study. And all you gotta do every day is 20 to 30 minutes. That's what I recommend my students when they will be playing with the apps, or we're doing challenges, or we're doing photocopies. Just 20 to 30 minutes every day, as well as all the listening that they're doing with the podcast and whatnot. But that's as much as you need to find per day, right? If it's not clear, you need to really work out what is it that it's not as important as this in your lifestyle. But if you can't really find the time, I'd like to ask you, what is it that you do at the end of your day? Do you watch movies? Do you speak on the phone? Do you just waste your time on going social media and blah, blah, blah? Because I used to do that. And what I decided to do is to cut down those 2 last wasted hours of my day, forget about them, go to bed earlier, replacing those 2 hours of wasted time, and waking up 2 hours earlier, or an hour earlier, or a little bit earlier, just so I could find time, make time for my passions, whether if it's time for running, when I'm preparing a marathon and I need to work out, I need to run for 2 hours every day, or when I was studying French, and I just couldn't, I was in the same predicament, I couldn't find time. Another tip that I'd like to share with you, make that studying time a special moment. I had never drunk coffee before, but I decided, well, I'm gonna start studying in the morning, I wanna be tired, and I wanna be fresh. So what's the best coffee that I can have? What's the best coffee machine that I can use to make that coffee? And I went to it. So every time it was studying time, I had that ceremony of grinding my coffee, going with my coffee machine, new coffee machine, to make that moment even more special. So I would sit down there, smelling coffee, glasses, iPad, notes, good to go. That was my moment. Think of a beverage that will be special for you. Doesn't have to be an exciting beverage. It could be kombucha or a fresh orange juice, but make it memorable. Make a ritual out of studying, and find a place where it's kind of a special place that you're actually looking forward to sitting down there to do some work. Well, thank you for watching, guys. These have been my few tips on how to help you make time on your busy schedule to study a new language. Please get involved in the comments down below and tell me what you thought. Tell me if you find them useful. Tell me if you put them into practice. Tell me how you do it. Maybe it's a little bit different, because I think we can all learn from each other. ¿Vale? Muchas gracias. Habla family.